This is how I remove the gas tank from my 1997 Suburban. I use a combination of 2x6s, concrete blocks, a floor jack, and jack stands. I was able to do it with my fuel tank 3/4 full. You also need two small 2x4 shims. I jacked the Suburban up underneath the differential as high as I could get it, put 4 jack stands under it for safety, and then I put the 2x6s on top of the sway bar and on top of 2 concrete blocks. I then disconnect the electrical connector at the front end of the gas tank, and there's a ground that you also have to disconnect. Mine was a 13/16 bolt into the frame that I easily took off. I next took the fuel hoses off the tank and then undid the straps on the back of the tank. I crisscrossed the straps so they wouldn't hang up underneath the tank as it came down onto the 2x6s, and then slid the tank out, disconnecting the hoses and fuel lines as it came down. It's a little tricky to get the rubber hoses up over the frame, but you can do it. Then to put it back up in, you just jack it back up and push these 2x6s up as high as you can on top of 2 stacked 2x6s.
blocks.
You can see the 2x4 shims I had to put in to get the straps to conform tightly to the tank in order to put in the 2 bolts on the back of the tank. Then to take it off, to finish the job, you just lower the cinder blocks. To get the hoses up onto the filler pipe, it's best to disconnect those 3 bolts that secure the filler neck to the Suburban, put the hoses on, and then reattach the filler neck to the body, the back quarter panel.